Is it recording? Oh yeah, I think it is. Alright. I don't know what to say. Um, I definitely have not made it yet, but I feel like this is a big uh step forward. Um, you know, feels like it's just a matter of time now before things start to take off. Um, I feel like that exponential growth, that chart for like the trading journey that everyone uses, like, it's like an exponential chart. I feel like I'm like at the bottom of that, like, exponential growth part. But yeah. Um, I mean, this is my. I've had, I've done 10K months before, outside of trading, but I've never done one solely off trading. So this is a first, and it feels very rewarding and deserving. I feel like I really deserved it. Yeah, let's get into it. So you guys already know that I'm getting the 6K. The YouTube video I made before this one, I went over everything else to get the 6K. I have to wait till Wednesday for that, but today was today's Friday, April 19th, and um, I took a trade on my trade day account, my fresh funded trade day account, and I got a $3,500 profit. So I'll be withdrawing that. They don't have any payout restrictions, so you can withdraw whenever you want. So I'll be um, taking that out. So I mean it's 9,500, 9.5K. I'm just gonna say 10K because 10K. But what's that? And like, let me see. If we go to my funded futures calendar thing, started the 10th. It is now the 19th, and that's 10 days, 10K in 10 days. I mean, would have been more if I had my my funded account, my trade day funded account before, but I just recently got it today, so I'm only accounting for today's profits for the funded account, not like this. You see how the my funded futures, I was trading this one since the 10th, but this one was only since today. So I mean that's still 10K in 10 days, or yeah, but it's not bad at all. That just shows you like the potential for a whole month. Like imagine if I had the trade day account and I was doing what I did. Um, yeah, I'd have more, but I'm perfectly fine with what I have. So let's get into the trade recap for today. I actually um, went over the entire trade and called it out in my Discord. No, I'm not like promoting my Discord or anything. I'm gonna show my Discord because I literally walked it through in my Discord. Okay, so let's start from here. I said this was at 10:36 a.m. I said looking for market maker sell model. So this was a screenshot. I said I was on my phone because I literally just woke up and I saw the sell side. I saw that we failed to take it, and then we retraced a good amount. So I was like, okay, we're probably gonna return back lower. So let me show you guys that on the chart. I'm gonna show you guys this. Pay attention to the right side first, because the left side has all the analysis on it, so we'll get into that later. So what we have here is we have boom, hourly SIBI right there, right? And so this was the sell side I was looking at. Um, that is that's this level right here, the 17,181.75. That's that. Um, so we have that, and then I was using this hourly SIBI, so we were traced. That's where we were traced into, and then that's pretty much all I want to show you for that. And then now we can get into the analysis. So if we go down to the 15-minute, we can see that let me pull this up real quick, Discord. So I sent this screenshot. 1:30. I had the okay. This is very blurry. It's still blurry. Okay. But this dotted line is I was just marking out the 1:30 macro. Okay, we're not listening to Osama-san right now. We'll do that. So back to what I was saying. I marked out the 1:30 macro to see what price wanted to do. So at 1:30, as you can see, it's Eastern time, 1:30 Eastern time, New York time. I don't want to confuse you guys. So 10. Yeah, let me rephrase. 10:36 is 1:36 Eastern time because I live in California. So yeah. So yeah, this was the 1:30 macro. I was looking at price, and you know this. Anyone sees this, and they're like, "Oh, 2022 model." But this is where you have to use your experience and your ability to read price because one, we still have this large blue highlighted BISI that is still holding, and we also have the lunch hour high that price will likely want to run out before coming for the lunch hour low. That's just the one trade setup for life video in a nutshell, basically. So that's what I was looking for. That's what I was waiting for, not looking for. Sorry. I said once you see price get below that blue shaded area, so I didn't want to go short until we got below this blue shaded area because I felt that if price was going to go up and take out this high, it would use this BISI. So that's what I was watching and waiting for. Keyword waiting, you know, patience. You have to practice patience. Anyway, I would have seen this before, you know, the old me, impulsive, impatient, and I would have seen this 2022 model and be like, oh, short, you know, breaker, inversion, and unicorn setup right here, buy side sweep, but you have to factor in time. Yeah, things you have to factor in are time. So since it happened after 1:30, I wanted to see this high. I didn't like want to see it. It's not that I wanted to see it taken out, but it was a possibility, and like not just any possibility. It was probably more than likely going to take out that high, just because it's 1:30. The lunch hour is over, and there's buy stops up here. And if they want to bring price lower, what are they going to do first? Take out um, people that are already short and take over their positions, which is also turtle soup. So that's what I was waiting for. I said wanted to see price get below that blue shade area first, then use it as inversion. The reasons I'm waiting are two, time and price. Number one was time, and two, price can still come up, take out that lunch high before dropping. That's what I was saying. So then, so yeah, the price did end up retracing back up and going for the buy side. So from here, I went to look on the charts and see like, okay, what is above this buy side that can potentially reverse price. So that's what I did. See, I highlighted the 5-minute BISI. I'll show that in a second. And then I said also looking at these two price points. So I highlighted the 15-minute order block and the 15-minute order block constant cruncher. So I'll do right here. So we ended up using the hold on. I thought I had sneezed. So we ended up using the 15-minute order block open price right there, as you guys can see, pretty propelled price pretty strongly. And if we go on to the 5-minute, you can see this 5-minute SIBI that also lines up with the 15-minute order block. And if we zoom in, what do you know? ICT always says The wicks do the damage, but the bodies will always tell the story. So as you can see, the bodies are perfectly respecting that 5-minute Sibi right there. So yeah, that's what I was watching. I was like, okay, okay. And then if we go down, now this is where this is why like this is where growth. This is where proof of growth. Now imagine if I was impatient, didn't wait for what I wanted to see, and just entered, I would have taken a loss for no reason, which would have led to psychological effects, and those are never good. And I was talking about me like going short off of this 2022 model. I already went over that with you guys, so don't need to go over it again. But so yeah, after that, let me go down to the 1 minute. So this was the 1 minute chart that we were looking at. This was the buy side I had marked out. I just put it over here because I made it an equal high with this high. It's also buy side, and then made another equal high there. So that was the buy side raid. So if we look at the charts, right, you guys can already see all the analysis I had. So let's dive into it. So first things first, if we take this 15-minute order block, right? Look at the bodies of the 1-minute candles, as well as the 5-minute. Like, look at the bodies of the 1-minute candles. Look at that. If you're telling me that this is not random and that the market is not manipulated, then you're just out of your mind, because like this is just too perfect. Like 15-minute order block, bodies respecting, even on the even respecting the 5-minute Sibi on the 1-minute chart. So yeah, that was like, I put this up here because that was the turtle soup. I don't trade turtle soup though, but that's just what I had it marked out as because that's what I was looking for. And then so boom, we displace heavily lower. And then if we take this, mark out the 2 o'clock thing. So my first initial entry was right here. First, oops, entry. So this was my first entry. Let me zoom back out. Oops. I don't need a low. We'll just do that. Alright. So if we go back to Discord, oops, I did not mean to do that. Go back to Discord. You can see I have the executions on the chart. It's very hard to see. I don't know. Oh wait, you guys. Oh my god, I just realized you guys can't even see my Discord. Oh no. Oh my god, that really just messed up everything. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do it over. Alright. So yeah, this was the BISI I was talking about, the blue shaded area. Yeah, we ended up holding that. I waited, that's what I was waiting for. Took the buy side. I mean, the Discord is really just to show you that I was calling it out beforehand. That's really all it's for. So you can see at 10:51 or 1:51. And then yeah, I already went over that. And then this was my execution. You can see the red arrows right there. That's where I went short. Stop was above the consequent encroachment of this Sibi because this was a balanced price range. As you can see, we had large up close candles and then large down close candles. This was a balanced price range. I did not want to see this Sibi get filled, especially not to the consequent encroachment even. So I used this BISI as an inversion for value gap, and as you can see, the bodies respected it. And this was at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Which is where I marked it out right here. So that was 2 p.m. That's where I went short. And then sent this screenshot. Markets were in sync. Looked nice. And then sent this screenshot. We had a breakaway gap that I marked out, and then I said, don't want to see that breakaway gap filled all the way. So this is where it did. It had one large up close candle right here. Boom. Many people would have seen this and would have started freaking out, you know, especially if they're short, or even if they're over leveraged. They would have seen like all their profits diminish and they would have panicked, got out. But I did not. My stop loss was above this high right here. I moved my stop loss here, and then I took a pyramid entry on this breakaway gap once we came up in the air. So instead of getting out of my position out of fear, I added more because um, I felt like I was on side and I knew what I was looking at. So after that, we start to drop down again. Okay, my dog is chewing up socks. So yeah, I also, let me see, let me go back to Discord, talk about that. I marked out this inversion for value gap. Dude, the quality is so bad. Would like to see this invert. Okay, so as you can see, this I had this inversion marked out at first, but with this candle we clearly went through it, so I waited for us to come back below it again. And then let me get you guys a timestamp. So 11:17, so 2:17. Let me go to the exact candle. 2:17 right here. On this candle, I said I would like to see this inversion for value gap hold price now. Okay, right? So that means I don't want to see price go back above this inversion for value gap. So at this point, my stop was moved down to here. Once we got below the inversion for value gap, I put my stop right here because I didn't want to see it come back above this inversion for value gap, because that's what this candle was. Price would have no reason to run this high because this large move right here already did what it was supposed to do. It scared everyone out who was short, made people think, oh, it's reversing now, all that kind of stuff. Um, that a stop rate would serve. This up close candle did that. So at this candle 217, I said I want to see this inversion for value gap hold price now. So that's why I didn't want to see price go back above, which it didn't. As you can see, it wicked out once, but the bodies respected. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. Again, so once again, boom, we drop lower, get below the inversion for value gap again, and what do we have here? What? Yes, that is a Bissy, as well as a breaker. Breaker right here. I don't know if that's a breaker. Probably not. Maybe. But it doesn't matter because we have the inversion for value gap. We have the low of the inversion for value gap. We have a SIBI right here. So this was a very, very sensitive area on price. And then if we go scroll down a little bit, I say at 220, 228, this SIBI should drop price. What time is 228? 228. This candle right here, I say this SIBI right here, this one, that's what I was referring to, should drop price. And what did it do? It dropped price. So if we go back to timestamps, as you can see, I took the screenshot before it dropped. I said this SIBI should drop price because so if you take everything that I just explained and apply it to price, that is what like all of that I just explained, that is what goes on through my head while I'm looking at a chart. Alright, back to what I was saying. So yeah, the timestamps. Timestamps don't lie. Can't Photoshop the timestamps. This is me, listening to my reggae. Scroll down. I sent another screenshot, just price dropping. So sell side got taken. Actually, as you can see, sell side gets taken, and that's where I got out. I did a full pull. You can see my entries. Let me make this bigger for you guys. There you go. So short, short. I went short again on the inversion fair value gap, and then price retraced into the breakaway, and then went short one last time, and then waited, and then got my TP hit. So this was a full pull, no partials taken, just straight to the target. And as you can see, P&L, you guys already saw the account, but yeah, that's really it for the trade. So far as the trade recap, so sell side taken. So as you can tell, this everything I just explained, it's a lot. You can't just simply watch one or two ICT videos and expect that you're going to be able to read price. This I spent the last almost 2 years waking up every single day and just watching the charts, because I don't know, I'm obsessed with this, and I don't know, I really like doing this. So I put in a lot of hours and a lot of screen time. So don't think that you're gonna watch price for 2 months, 1 month, and think, oh yeah, I'm a master at it. I'm not even like close to like my full potential yet. I'm still learning every single day, but um, I really think that today I did a very good job at reading price, and yeah. So as you can, taking everything I just explained, what is that, like? Yeah, 20 minutes. It took me 20 minutes to explain this trade that took 40 minutes. I mean, okay, that's a long time, but everything I just explained, that's all. That's what narrative is, like the story behind why price should do what it's doing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So that is the most important part in narrative. On top of just this 15-minute, this intraday bias, we also had we had the weekly bias. The weekly bias was short all week. So that's why I was taking shorts this week, because that's what my weekly bias was. And yeah, I don't know what else. I don't know really what else to say, but should be it. But it does feel nice to finally get a reward for this trading stuff, and this is not the end. Like, at the end of the day, this is just one payout. It's been okay. We'll just say it's been 1 month. We'll just call it a month. A consistent trader is not just profitable for 1 month, gets one payout for 1 month. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get at least like 3 to 6 months straight, just payouts. So this 1 month really doesn't mean like a lot to me, because anyone can get one payout. Anyone can get a payout. Um, but forgot what I was saying. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, anyone can get a payout. That's not. I mean, I've gotten a payout before, so it's not like this payout is not like the biggest thing in the world to me. Although yes, I'm very grateful for it, and it shows that like the work that I'm putting in is starting to pay off, and um, it is very rewarding and very like a lot of pressure has been relieved because everyone questions themselves, everyone doubts themselves. Even if you don't, like, obviously I was like, I was never gonna give up, but like, you always had those doubts, like, is this really worth it? But you just have to keep going. And then, yeah, my goal is to get, just consistency. That's really it. Not even just, there's no dollar amount on consistency. As long as you're making money, you're not losing it. That's all that matters. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for consistency, and I feel like this is the beginning of a life-changing experience for me. So with that, I hope you learned something from this trade recap. I know it was a lot. Um, Probably not gonna understand most of it, especially if you're new. And you'll probably have to rewatch it a few times because there's a lot of things I went over in this video. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. Um, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I'll respond to all of them. If you're not in my Discord yet, you should join. It's free. I'm active in there. Um, it's not really anything going on in there except just like talking about trading and stuff. And then yeah, I think that's it. So um, next week here, I'll go over next week real quick. We'll just look at the news calendar and see how it's looking. Let's see. Monday, no news, so we're not trading Monday. Tuesday, there's news at 9:45 and 10 a.m., so that should be nice day. Wednesday, there's not FOMC next week. Where is it? When is FOMC? I thought we had FOMC. Okay, it's the last week. Okay, so next week, Wednesday, 8:30, yellow, orange folder could be some nice. Thursday should be good. Friday should be good. Oh, Friday we have CPI, so that should be good. Um, so yeah, next week should be pretty eventful as long as I'm gonna avoid Monday. I recommend you guys avoid Monday too. No news. Um, and it's Monday, and it's the first day after a week of a large expansion and a day of large expansion. Let's see, this day was 400 handles. So if I were a beginner trader, I would highly advise to avoid Monday, at least the AM session. Um, so yeah, Tuesday should be good, and I'll probably make a video on Tuesday. If it's not a live execution, I'll probably make a YouTube recap on if I took a trade or not. But I think that's it for this video. Hope you guys learned something from it, and until next time, I will see you guys on the flip side.